Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. This is my Donald Trump edition. This is my impeach Donald Trump, or don't say nothing else about Donald Trump, because he has totally shut down the government single-handedly. He has totally shut down the government. The government has been shut down for over 2 weeks now, over 14 days. People that I know have gone without pay, without their jobs. And Donald Trump is still getting his paycheck and still working. And he's still saying he's working hard. And all he's trying to do is build a wall. And we're not for a wall. We're not for trying to keep Mexicans out. I mean, 25% of this country was Mexico before we either bought it, traded, or embargoed it, or took it from Mexico. So why are we trying to build a wall to keep the Mexicans out? They're mostly Native Americans anyway. We just speak Spanish. I myself have nothing against them. And I don't see why we should try to keep Mexicans or Spanish Americans, Mexican Americans out of the country. They contribute to a large part of the manual labor force and even middle class labor force. Provide a lot of jobs, provide a lot of good economy, build houses. They do a lot of things in America that we as white people and black people don't want to do at this particular time. So why would we try to keep them out of the country? I think that it would be important if we keep them in the country and help them to become more productive citizens and pay taxes. That's the only thing. As long as they're paying taxes or having to pay taxes, we shouldn't have any problem with what they do or how they get here, as long as they're paying taxes, because then they're contributing to society. In places like Michigan, where the economy is bad, and they're doing everything they can to try to create jobs and create a better economy, then you have to really look at what you're doing when you're trying to keep a large part of your manual workforce away from the United States. Like places like China, where they have tons of manual labor or low, cheap labor. Thailand, Lagos, excuse me, that's Nigeria. There's Thailand, there's Vietnam, Korea, places where you have cheap labor. These places are monopolizing on our economy because we're having to go outside to produce things to compete with people who are outside making things, sending them to our country. That means we aren't charging enough tariffs and enough taxes on the things that we make to try and get them to be competitive as far as in the pricing, because GM has cut over 18,000 jobs in this Donald Trump era, where he's talking about he's creating all these jobs and he's doing all this stuff for America. His wife talking about how great a job he's doing. He's not doing it. This man is one step away from impeachment. I mean, it's not for me to say it. Robert Mueller's going to say it. Michael Cohen went to jail, or is going to jail this year sometime, for the things that he did against, or he thinks that he did for Donald Trump with the money that was campaign money. Now, we'll see when it comes out. It'll all come out in the wash. We will see what happens and who says what when Donald Trump is taken to stand for what he did before the election. Now, we will see if that was legal. Now, this is a man who said, hey, when you're famous, you can even just grab women in the pussy and you're okay, and they won't say anything. And he was still elected president. And they knew this. They knew this. They knew who this man was. But I'm not going to say what people elected him, but I'm going to say the people that elected him are suffering now because it's those people, government employees. The majority of them are not non-white, not Mexican. The majority of them are going to be Caucasian. I have family who are government employees too who are suffering now too. But they're in the minority. They aren't in the majority. Most of their co-workers and things like that are going to be Caucasian people who are suffering because of Donald Trump. And directly because of Donald Trump. What they fought so hard in 2008 against a government shutdown, Donald Trump has managed to do it in 3 years. What they fought so hard against in 2008 with the staple and the surplus and the stimulus tax to the economy. What they fought so hard to do, Donald Trump stopped it in one stroke of a pen or one not signing of a bill by adding this wall to this bill. This budget that will not pass. This budget that is not balanced. This budget that has trillions of dollars worth of oversight and overspending. But it's up for you. You got to make the choice. You got to write your congressman. You got to write your senator. You got to let them know you are dissatisfied with your representation and as your commander-in-chief. And then they'll put pressure on Congress to impeach Donald Trump. Because if not, we're in for a time. The next year and a half, 2 years, the next year and a half is going to be a hell on earth. Because he's not, I mean, if he doesn't get this wall, he's talking about shutting down the government for years. So until he get this wall, he gets enough backing for this wall. And I'm like, that's not how the government works. Once the government is shut down, it's shut down. You don't get a backing. You don't get backing from people who don't have jobs. You don't get okay. Or people don't get mad at congressmen because they won't build a wall. They're mad at you. And it's you are the people who say, we need a wall. We need a wall. We need a wall. We don't need a wall. We don't need a wall. We don't need a wall. That's what you want, not what we want. So, we'll just have to say, Donald Trump, if you don't get impeached, it's because we are far too corrupt as a nation to see any one man go down for what probably is a numerous amount of people's problems. Several people problems, several people misguided efforts, as opposed to one man's misguided effort. He's not even smart enough to think that he could do this. I mean, somebody else is forcing this on him, and they're pushing this idea on him, thinking that he can do this. Because an intelligent person wouldn't even think that they could do this. Wouldn't even try to do this without the support of the American people. But he doesn't even have the support of the American people. And he's still trying to create a wall. Tell me what you think. Subscribe down below. If you want to hear more content, like my videos, subscribe down below. This one's called Impeach Donald Trump. And I might do several called Impeach Donald Trump. But this one is called Impeach Donald Trump. Like I said, we'll be doing more videos in the future. Like and subscribe if you like this one. We're going to put up some captions and some other stuff, some links, so that you can get some more content. I've got another guy coming on the channel, Wally Muhammad, is my co-founder of this channel. He's going to be putting some videos up about New Age New Panther movement, and different causes. So check them out. Check them out, like, subscribe. Like I said, we'll try to get you more content. We'll get you more content. Some crazy content. Some interviews with some local celebrities, things of that nature. And we'll see you guys in 2019. Happy New Year. Have a great year. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Make some money, make some love. Stay away from the war business. Alright? Thanks a lot, and have a great day.